transnational instead of muchachos, do you make coffee at home? How do you make it? Coffee maker? Coffee maker? Yeah. See? See? Drip? Okay, muy bien. And how do you drink it? Just black with milk? Smell like coffee. Not yet, because it's unroasted. So once we get coffee cherries, the next step is to dry them, and we use some of them to get new plants. We spread the seeds on the ground, already dry them. Then we cover with wet soil and banana leaf on the top. Then after 1 month, we get this tiny plant over here. So we call it manquito, we call it soldado, like soldier, because as you know in Costa Rica, we don't have army, right? So from the shoot to get this little guy over here will be 2 weeks, as maximum 3. So we call them little butterflies because the first leaf. So once we get these little guys, then we transplant them in plastic bags on the nursery. These plants, they are gonna be there for about a year, like this one over here, 1 year. Then obviously we cut the plastic bag and then we transplant them in our coffee fields. Then muchachos, we need to wait for 1 or 2 years more to get our first coffee production. So take some extra money, right? Or we use everything at home. So we try to provide shade around in our coffee fields, in our coffee plantations. So that one is Serpenis, a variety here in Costa Rica. And why? The farmers, they do a competition for the best cup of coffee. We call it Taza de Excelencia, like the excellent cup. Last year, Tarasú region won the last year that competition of coffee with that variety, called geisha. Chinese people, they spend $600 per kilo. Our country says, but they beat even your worst coffee in your supermarkets taste much better than the coffee that we get at home, right? So tell me, what's the biggest company in the US for coffee, muchachos?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Are you agree, muchachos? See? So, and tell me, well, most of the time people says we have one in front of the other one. In every corner, we have one, right? And things like that. According to Google, in US, there are like 14,000 coffee shops, right? It's getting bigger. There in Costa Rica, China, South Korea, Japan, right? And all those countries. It's getting bigger and bigger. Big corporations, they don't care about this, just quality. They're trying to get coffee from all over. Coffee from all Central America, South America, Africa, Jamaica, and all those countries. So people blend it to get more volume. So then they sell it already ground, or they burn it to get standard flavors. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have coffee from Costa Rica or coffee from Hawaii, Kona coffee, right? If you burn it by yourself at the end, you're going to get exactly the same thing, burnt coffee. You can drink it bad with milk, sugar, green flavors and all that. Or people blend it with peanuts, people blend it with sugar, people blend it with the parchment, coffee and all that. So to get more volume, but then they burn it and then they sell it already ground. Leaf, right? See, looks like a small.
With a spider.
Yeah. Common names changes all the time. Muchachos, just in case, right? On coffee, if you are doing a hiking, Nash coffee.
Okay.
And cocoa is native from South America, Brazil, Amazon. Long time ago, muchachos, indigenous people, they used to see the animals, right, eating these fruits. Monkeys, thinking if they can eat it, we can do it too, right? It's not poisonous to them, it's not poisonous to us. Because you can see some animals, right? Looking for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, right? So like a woman last year got 1 million of dollars. Tasting dark chocolate. 1 million. Yes. That's a really nice job, right? So she was training. Want to damage the tree. So we cut it with scissors. We do that twice per year. So I think that this one is unripe, still unripe, so but I will peel it for you to try it. In the world will be Africa. See? So the bigger producer of cocoa in the world will be Africa. And remember, coffee is native from Africa, from Ethiopia. And the bigger producer of coffee in the world will be Brazil.
Brazil.
See, the opposite, right? Muchachos, and according to Google, some experts, farmers, and all that, in Africa, the farmers they get $200 in a year. $200. They don't get even $1 per day working in their fields super hard, right? So muchachos, people who are getting rich are people in between, middlemen, right? Big corporations. Now we're trying to work one more time without big corporations and all that. So we peel the fruits, and this one, see, it's unripe. See, so that's why, muchachos. I'm not sure. Maybe the other guy did it, but so well, muchachos. Well, we have here some fruits already. So let me show you. When they are ripe, it looks like this inside. Can you see the difference on between? So if you smell it, got it? See? You got it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Dark chocolate, right? Smells fruity. The white stuff, we don't bite it, we don't chew it. That's 100% cocoa. So if you bite it, the taste will be bitter, right? And we don't swallow, so then we spit it out, right? So we suck on it and then we spit it out. Do you want to try it, muchachos?
Sure. So just suck on the white stuff.
Yes. You will love this.
Don't swallow it.
Any of it? Like this one is really juicy.
And some of them are sweeter, some of them are bitter, some of them are the white stuff, the animals, right, as well. And they used to spray the seed all the Then our grandmas used to take all these, coffee, cacao, and all that, and then they used to dry it. And the shells goes away. Then our grandmas used to pick the seeds in good condition. The broken ones, the bad ones, by hand, long time ago. Now, no anymore. So now they have heavy, right? And can you imagine doing that every single day for living 5, 6 hours? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So that's how they get it. Then they use the roast. Right on the beach. So all that temperature is concentrated here inside. Muchachos, we add inside as maximum 2 kilograms, say like 5 pounds. If they need to roast 100 kilos here, will be almost impossible. Right now they have bigger machines to do it. So we check the seeds all the time, muchachos, like this. By hand, everything by hand, muchachos. And roast it. Muchachos, getting light, medium, and dark roast. So basically, talking about these, muchachos, seed sizes and colors are even. Uniform. Then we move the beans back and forth to cool it down, right? So, coffee shouldn't be never. Muy bien. So we are 8. So then, muchachos, we're trying to grind it with love. So we don't do it quickly, faster, because by the friction you can burn it. As you know, there are some electric machines to do it, but some of them are don't want to burn it over here. So we're trying to do it slowly. One more time with love. Everything with love tastes much better. According to our grandmas, right?
Yeah.
So complicated for us. They use 1 tablespoon per cup. Always 1 tablespoon per cup. So, and that's it, muchachos. 4. All right. Something very important, right? Oops. No.
Wow.
One more time.
Wow.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Very good job. Well done. Perfect. Thank you so much. Don't waste anything. They grind it to feed the cows, right? Or they put it back in your coffee fields as compost. So we don't waste anything. This drink, sugar cane juice, basically is water and sugar. Sugar water, muchachos. So I will give you with fire. So, like coffee, exactly the same way they used to roast the seeds for a long time, right? So now we are getting lazy. See, we use gas right on the base. So gas, put the seeds over here. Then muchachos, we move the seeds back and forth all the time. Don Antonio, he is one of the winners.
Hola amigos.
He's gonna show us how our grandmas used to do it. So how do we know when the seeds are ready? Muchachos are already roasted. These
the
are
color?
popping. Like
Oh,
popcorn,
popping.
like
Oh, yeah,
popping,
right.
right? Remember? So by the time they are getting bigger and bigger, color changes, right? First, that's the first point. Color changes. Then the seeds, they start smelling very, very nice. So that smell is all the water, all the moisture coming out from the seeds. Then muchachos, the seeds, they start popping, jumping like popcorn. That's how we know when the seeds are ready. Then our grandmas, well, we cool it down for it's not too bitter, so that's a really good combination.
Chocolate tea. Salud.
Smell good.
Oh, yeah, that.
Right? The bean and the husk all together, we make like a powder. So we put it here in a French press. We blend it with some cinnamon. So we add the sugar, then hot water. Then we blend it. We taste it. We taste it first. If you need more tea, we add more. Or if you need more sugar, we can add more, right? Then we add the rest of the water. We blend it and we let it sit here for, let's say, 3 or 4 minutes. And then we push it down. We press it down, right? Like coffee, exactly the same thing. Then muchachos, is super bitter, right? So 100% coffee, muchachos, super food.
Wow.
Super food. Mostly on those regions. Remember, we used to be with cacao seeds. So just, Montezuma, right? Montezuma, the kings, right? The queens used to make this, used to drink this long time ago.
It's delicious.